Yep, I'm back again. Yep, because I'm entertaining myself. So, always do your own research and come to your own conclusions. And I want to go back into this. This is the proof of all proof. This is the smoking gun that it's the Jays. The smoking gun, right? So bear with me because I want to go into this some more. This is the smoking gun. It's all over the place. The smoking gun is always the same. Oh, just Google it. Google will tell you it's the Jays. Oh, watch this video where Trump has Netanyahu in the White House, and this is the proof that it's the Jays. Anyway, so see, people might try to think that, well, that this isn't important. It doesn't matter. But maybe you're right that it doesn't matter. Like we can be constantly lied to and pushed like the most ridiculous propaganda constantly on these platforms like BitChute, and it doesn't matter. But you could be wrong. Like it actually could matter. Like that this matters. Because the thing is you would have to be a really low IQ to regard this as proof that it's the Jays because Netanyahu is in the White House and Trump is like pulling, and everybody's showing Netanyahu respect at the White House. See, they're telling you that that's proof that it's the Jays, and in all honesty, that is the best proof that they have. And if you're looking at all this and you're like, and you believe that that's proof, I just, dude, like only a low IQ would look at what is being presented and believe that to be proof that it's the Jays. Like, and dude, I'm not defending the Jays. I'll reiterate this. I have many times in my big career, my big lucrative YouTube career, and my social media platform career. I've reiterated this many times. I am of the same kind of mindset as there's a quote from Charles M. Schultz. And when I found it, I was blown away because it so much resonates with the way I think and feel and what I perceive and believe. And the quote says, "I love humankind. It's people I can't stand." And the Jews are not exempt from that perspective. That I had that. I viewed things like that before I ever came across the Charles M. Schultz quote that says, "I love humankind. It's people I can't stand." Like I've felt that way long before I ever discovered that quote. And the Jews are not excluded from this. So this isn't me like trying to defend the Jews and call out, the racism. I just don't. I just like. I'm just shocked at what people will allow to be the narratives. They just allow this narrative, and not only allow it, but then they jump on board like they're just lonely people that are looking for something to join. They see some trend on BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, or YouTube, and they'll jump on that trend just so that they're not lonely, so that they can have other people to, and it's pathetic, and the pathetic attempt to dog whistle lonely people into joining these stupid cults. It's just some stupid fucking low IQ. And so, like, this guy's like, look, man, if this doesn't prove to you that it's the Jays, then you must be dumb, duh. And, like, this guy is totally stupid. He's in, like, that he would look at that and that's proof of that it's the Jays. Only a lowest IQ dude person would look at that. And one thing I will say, I agree with him in that this is the most proof that they can possibly show anybody to support their this it's the Jays argument. This is the best they have, and it's so pathetically weak that's what's funny. Is that it's the argument is so fucking weak that the joke is that all these people would be drinking the Kool-Aid on it when the proof that is provided is so fucking weak. So let's go into this again. Let's look at it. This is the big smoking gun. Okay?
The amount of look at this. The amount of respect that they show
Tommy?
BeBe Netanyahu.
Oh, Netanyahu. Oh.
He's got them all lined up. Rubio was there. Pete was there.
Uh-huh.
Everybody gets in line for this guy.
Uh-huh.
What does that tell you? Look at this.
What?
Don't worry, sir. Here, let me get that for you.
Uh-huh. Well, let's look at this again. Look at this. Look at this.
We always called each other good fellas. Like you say to somebody, you're gonna like this guy, he's alright. He's a good fella, he's one of us. Understand? We were good fellas, wise guys. But Jimmy and I could never be made because we had Irish blood. It didn't even matter that my mother was Sicilian. To become a member of a crew, you've got to be 100% Italian so they can trace all your relatives back to the old country. It's the highest honor they can give you. It means you belong to a family and a crew. It means that nobody can fuck around with you. It also means you could fuck around with anybody just as long as they aren't also a member. It's like a license to steal. It's a license to do anything.
How many years ago did you make?
30 years ago.
30 years, huh?
Yeah.
Brings back a lot of memories.
And how?
6 feet was a fucking pebble then, wasn't it?
As far as Jimmy was concerned, with Tommy being made, it was like we were all being made. We would now have one of our own as a member.
Yeah. Okay. So why is it that couldn't be a possibility of what's going on with Netanyahu? What happened to Tommy? So let me explain what happened to Tommy in the movie Goodfellas. He got set up by the head honchos of the mafia. And the head honchos of the mafia said, "Tommy, we're gonna bring you into the fold. We're gonna make you one of the top motherfuckers like us. You're gonna be, look, I gotta retire, man. The top honcho got to retire. We're looking for a good fella that's gonna come in and take over because I gotta retire, Tommy. So why don't you come in? We're gonna do the ceremony. We're gonna get you. You are the dude, man. You're the guy you're the only one that can do it. You're like Netanyahu, baby boy. BeBe Netanyahu, baby. Come on in. We're going to get you all set up. You're the guy. You know you're the guy. We know you're the guy. You're the one. Come on in. We're going to roll out the red carpet. Trump's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody knows you're the guy. You've already established yourself. You are the guy. So come on into the White House. We got everybody there. We're going to make you in. We're going to make it official. Come on in. And so Tommy's like, yeah, now I'm finally getting it. I'm acknowledged, because I'm fucking, God loves me and my people more than anyone else. We own the fucking thing. Finally, they're bringing me in. I'm gonna, rolling out the red carpet. I'm on my way. I gotta kiss my mom goodbye. On my way to, go get the crown. Shit. And then Tommy's friends they all believe it too. They're like, man, that's like, now we're in the cut too. We're in the fucking, this is big time, baby. We're getting established, We know we're the man. We know we're the best. They know we're the best. They're rolling out the carpet. They're going to make, it's all official. Everybody knows we're the best anyways. They have to admit it, or they're bringing us in. We're going to, we own the fucking place. And so then Tommy goes to get, to the White House to meet Trump and everything. And it's all red carpets rolled out. Everybody's love and kisses and hugs and, and then fucking Tommy walks into the thing to for the ceremony and the crown, and bam, like Gaddafi, we came, we saw, he died, whatever, blah, blah, blah. How is it that with this, because this is the smoking gun, where if this doesn't prove to you that it's the Jays, then you must be completely low IQ. That's what they're telling you. And this is not an isolated incident. This has been the best proof that these guys can ever show. These guys are constantly desperately trying to show you how they have all this proof that it's the Jays. And it's always the same thing. It's like, if this doesn't prove it to you, it's so obvious that it's the Jays. And they've never been able to provide any more proof than this stupid video of Netanyahu in the White House. That's always been their best foot forward, and they're just relentless, non-stop. It's all over on BitChute, which I'm sure Odyssey Rumble. It's all over. Like talk about a fucking psyop, bro. The It's the Jays is one of the biggest fucking psyops since 2019, dude. And so what it does is it backs you into a corner, because it's like this catch-22, and that's why they do it. That's why they use this all the time. It's the Jays. And the only thing that you could do is just ignore it. It's like ignoring a little kid who's constantly trying to get attention. At some point, you just got to ignore the child. It's just an immature child that has some living to do, and the only thing they know is just to act out for attention. That's what It's the Jays guys, it's always the same. They don't have any proof, yet they keep claiming they do, and they just won't shut the fuck up. They're just like constantly going on and on about It's the Jays. And I'm telling you, this is the best proof they'll be able to provide. Is showing a video of Netanyahu in the White House, and Trump is shaking his hand, and they're welcoming him to the table. They're sitting him down. And that because that video exists, therefore that's proof. There's no other possibility that could possibly be happening except for that it's the Jays and Netanyahu is right? It couldn't be that is an alternative possibility, what I just showed you. The analogy of Tommy, getting made. He's going to be, he's finally getting acknowledged for being what he truly is. The most loved in the entire universe. God loves him better than everyone else, and finally it's getting acknowledged. And he's walking in like he owns the fucking place, just like Netanyahu walking in. It couldn't be any other thing than it's the Jays. It's the Jays. And if you, dude, I mean, like, and the amount of people that are supposedly everyday people that are drinking this fucking Kool-Aid on It's the Jays is just like, it's unreal. It's totally unreal. It's like a Potemkin village. It's all this is like, and this is another thing that's funny. They'll say that everything is fake and staged with politics. Yet when there's a video that comes out where Netanyahu's walking into the White House and everybody, oh, that's not fake and staged. So when Netanyahu was walking into the White House and getting greeted by everybody, and they're all shaking his hand and giving him all the respect and love that is due because he's the man, right? That's not fake and staged. But all this other politics stuff is all fake and staged. But Netanyahu walking in like he owns the place, that's not fake and staged. That's real. I thought it was like everything is ketchup gate in the White House and in politics. Everything in politics and stuff, it's all fake and staged except for that clip when you see Netanyahu walk into the White House. That's totally not fake and staged. And not only is that not fake and staged, it's proof that it's the Jays. You know, and this is the best they've ever been able to, best evidence they've ever been able to show. And it's weak. Like it means nothing. It is not proof that it's the Jays because Netanyahu is walking into the White House like he owns the place and everybody's respecting him. It's the same as Tommy walking in, acting like he owns the place and everybody's showing him respect and rolling out the red carpet. And what's the end result? Well, Tommy gets taken out. And then it's all swept under the rug, so nobody really knows Tommy got taken out, except for people in the know. This is it. You know, what about the argument that's posed that the governments around the world are like the biggest mafia? You know, like all these mafia movies that are you know showing how powerful the mafia is. All it ever was to distract people from the real mafia, which is the government. What about that proposed idea? Oh, but it's the Jays. The Jays are the ones that are up at the tippity tip top. Well, how would you know unless you're part of it, right? And you claim you know it's the Jays, and the proof that you're showing is just some video of Netanyahu walking into the White House, and your claim is, but I thought everything is fake and staged in politics. Yet that's not fake and staged. That's totally real. See, all you people that are buying in, drinking this fucking Jim Jones Kool-Aid on It's the Jays, you cherry pick what you claim is fake and staged as opposed to what's real. Like there'll be interaction going on with politicians in the White House and you'll talk about how it's fake and staged because it doesn't comport to It's the Jays. But then when you'll find some other clip where Netanyahu's walking into the White House and Trump is like appearing to be overly nice to him and shit, and you'll claim that that's not fake and staged theater, that that's real. See, you just cherry pick. And again, this isn't that I'm defending the Jews. See, that's the whole point is they put you in a catch-22 where they say it's the Jays, and as soon as if you argue it at all, it could be the most ridiculous evidence. It's like totally stupid. Only a retard would buy into the evidence they're showing that supposedly proves that it's the Jays. And it's totally retarded. And you having a higher IQ than that, you can see through it. And you're like, dude, that doesn't prove nothing. Then all of a sudden they start accusing you of being a Jay sympathizer, and that you're a goyim, and you're just a stupid goyim, and you know it's like, so this guy that's in this video saying, if this doesn't prove to you what's going on, then I don't know what is. This guy, dude, he's totally got an agenda. You can see it all over this guy's face. Like, he doesn't even believe his own bullshit. Talk about mocking the victim. He is totally bullshitting you with this video, pretending as though he believes that this is proof that it's the Jays. He's pretending. And the reason he's doing all this is because of a hidden agenda. He has his own agenda that he's not telling you. He's telling you that it's the Jays and that he's all down for it's the Jays, but that's not his modus operandi at all. The only modus operandi that he has is to get shekels from all of his grifty, shilling, fucking oily snake, fucking retarded bullshit. That's his only modus operandi is more shekels for him. And if that means that pumping out nonstop 24/7, it's the J's bullshit, and that's what's going to generate more shekels for him, then that's what he's going to do. And that's a total contradiction. You know, to be claiming it's the Jays so that they can get more shekels from the Jays. And isn't that what a bunch of these agents do? Is that, like the rabbi who spray paints the swastika all over the place. Well, that's exactly what he is. He's the rabbi spray painting the swastikas all over everywhere. That's all he is. His entire agenda is just more shekels. And you can see it all over his face. Like he is like, but see, these are the guys that are always unpopular and trending. These are the messages that are always unpopular and trending. Is that proof that it's the Jays? And anybody that would believe that that is proof that it's the Jays is just a non-player character fucking IQ. They're just a joiner. They're just a lonely, pathetic soul looking for somebody out there, some clique that they can join up with. And it's really easy to join the It's the Jays crowd. All you have to do is type in the comment section, It's the Jays. And you'll get a bunch of those people thumbing up your comment like they're thumbing your ass, dude. Like, yeah. It's the Jays. It's the Jays. Yeah, dude. Like, and so going back to that mafia scene with Tommy, that doesn't happen in the mafia. What happened to Tommy, how Tommy was killed, that doesn't happen in the mafia. Yeah, it does. You know it does. And so, and then you're claiming that the government is like the mafia. It's the new world order. The globalists and everything. Well, the globalists. Well, that would imply that they're the leaders of the world really are just like the real mafia, and all this shit about these mafia gangs and stuff. That's all just a distraction from the real mafia, which is the globalists. And there you have them all at the table at the White House. Big Trump, big Netanyahu, all the biggest people. Just like Tommy was real big, right? Big Tommy, he's getting made. I just can't believe that people, I just can't, the level of communist propaganda all over the media, the level is completely off the charts. And nobody's standing up to it. Just like nobody stood up to it in the U.S., Soviet Union. They couldn't. They couldn't stand up to it in the Soviet Union because it was too powerful. Well, how is that any different from what we see on... Look at the media. All media, including alt tech and new tech, treats you like you are a complete fucking retard. It's the Jays. Here's the proof, and if you don't know, if you can't see the proof, you're a retard, says the complete fucking retard. And what's their modus operandi? Shekels. That's all it is. Oh, but they'll go on and on and on and on. You can watch the 13-hour documentary. It's 13 hours. The Battle of Europa, a 13-hour documentary, and the most proof that you'll take away from the Battle of Europa is the same as that clip that this scumbag shows where Netanyahu's in the White House, except for it's 13 hours long instead of a minute long. And like I said, the one thing I will agree with this guy is that this is the best evidence they have to support their argument that it's the Jays, is this video of Netanyahu in the White House. That's the best they got. And that's all they've been presenting this whole fucking time. And you see all these seas of people that are joining up like followers, like sheep for the slaughter. They're just lonely souls, lonely sheep's NPC souls looking for some clique to join up. What's the latest trendy clique? Oh, it's the Jays. Okay, it's the Jays. It's the Jays. It's the Jays. Where's your proof? Oh, well, look at this video. This is Netanyahu walking into the White House. Netanyahu's getting made. He's the big, they crowning him the main dude. Yeah, just like Tommy in Goodfellas, right? Yeah. Netanyahu's just another good fella, right? Yeah. That's the proof. There you go.